There we go. Well, that's a little bit out of focus there, so we're going to try to get that reviewing stand in focus. It's that one. Yeah, we'll see if we can get that. There you go. You got it. All right, we were talking about the parade lineup. The parade getting underway in just a couple of minutes here. As I mentioned, will be led by the police departments, the police motorcycle units from McKeesport, North Versailles, and Allegheny County, the McKeesport Area Junior ROTC, the Allegheny County Mounted Police, our public officials, the La Rosa Boys and Girls Club, Men and Ladies of Valor, and the Grand Marshal of the Parade this year, State Senator Jim Brewster, sponsored by Riverview Chevrolet. Also in the lineup today are Princess and Queen candidates. They will be escorted by Riverview Chevrolet as well. Last year's Princess Tegan Lewis, representing Mary of Nazareth Catholic School. And Eusebius, I hope I have not mispronounced your name. I apologize. Eusebius Sorba, representing the McKeesport Area High School Band, is last year's Queen. This year's candidates are Danielle List, representing the McKeesport Area High School Cheerleaders, and Ashley Pfefferkorn, representing the McKeesport Area High School Band, or Pfefferkorn, excuse me. I may have mispronounced that as well. Duquesne and West Mifflin Boys and Girls Club Drill Team, the McKeesport Fire Department, Puzzler's Restaurant, Paws across Pittsburgh, the Youthcast Leadership Network, McKeesport Baseball Association, the combined McKeesport Area High School and Sarah Catholic High School bands, McKeesport Area Cheerleaders, and Twin Rivers Elementary's Ames program will be participating. And we'll be getting underway shortly. Joey Young will be performing Joy to the World, and once that happens, then we will get underway. We can see Mikey D there, our MC for the parade, in front of progressive music. And what else can we tell you about? Chris Stillwell, who is the host of the Outside of Nashville program that airs on WMCK FM radio. He is representing Tube City Online this year in the parade. So he will be traveling along in the what they call the second division of the parade. That will be behind the classic cars. Carnegie Library of McKeesport, McKeesport Little Tigers cheerleaders, Penn State Greater Allegheny Chancellor Jacqueline Edmondson will be marching in the parade. Cub Scouts and Girl Scouts, McKeesport Recreation Board. Mary Ann and Company Dance Studio will be performing for us this morning. Eaton Park with the Smiley Cookie. Pure Penn will have a float. Mary of Nazareth Catholic School will have a float. The Mon Valley Independent, Pennsylvania American Water, McKeesport Housing Authority, McKeesport Regional History and Heritage Center, the McKeesport Trail Commission, McKeesport Lions Club, McKeesport Area High School Golf Team, New Century Careers, Legion Arms, Big Sanitation, Goring Automotive, and then Division 3 will include our emergency personnel and first responders, UPMC Emergency Medicine, McKeesport Ambulance Rescue Service, our local police cars and fire trucks, and then a jolly visitor from the North Pole will be joining us. It looks like Mikey D is getting ready to start announcing, so let's see if we can get that microphone up and running over there.
But they ain't practicing yet. They must start they we got the next practice.
After the parade, please join us at the Palisades for free
I'm not going
children's
maybe next
party,
week, see if they got a schedule.
where kids receive a free lunch courtesy of the One Young Chamber Foundation, McKeesport Recreation Board, McKeesport Lions Club,
They should be
Turner's Dairy,
pretty decent.
Schwabos, Pennsylvania American Water, and Mayor Michael Cherepko. Let's get into the holiday spirit together as we begin the 55th annual Salute to Santa Parade with McKeesport Area High School senior and this year's homecoming king, Joey Young, singing Joy to the World.
Gateway. Well, they lost 4 games. They lost 2 games at Gateway, which is number 2 in the state. They lost one that finished half, number 1 in the state. They lost to Erie, was number 1 in the state in 4A. So 4-time team, they got to beat them. They beat everyone else. But the numbers no more, right? They shouldn't play in 4A, really. Play 4A, the local wise, They didn't have I was going to that deep in school. I was the man too. But back in the day, you really didn't want to think of school. I was probably sick of this happening in senior class. After landing, I was probably the best athlete in senior class. Second best athlete. I go with the VA.
Congratulations on the beautiful performance, Joey Young. Welcome one and all, fellow McKeesporters and natives. Great to see all my great friends here this morning celebrating the 55th annual Salute to Santa Parade. Of course, I'm Mikey D, the longtime voice of the McKeesport International Village, the guy for the last 20 years that's kept the festival cultural. I want to say a great good morning to the judges here with me. It's Cheryl Cotter, Ashley Cotter, Jason Elash, Julie Lechleiter, Marlene Walters, and Alex Ernst. Good morning, judges. This is a wonderful day for a parade. Lovely weather. A lot of years we sat here with the rain doing the sidewalks. Very good. Everybody everybody's here. You know the old saying, everybody and their mother's here? I have my mother right next to me, one of the judges. How about that? A McKeesport native. Moved about 20 years ago, always come back for the Salute to Santa Frank and also international judge. So we're going to wait for the units to come up and I'll tell you who's who.
If you're just joining us, thank you so much for tuning in. We are just getting underway here at McKeesport's 55th Annual Salute to Santa Parade. This year's coverage on TubeCityOnline.com and WMCK.FM radio. Being brought to you in part by support from Legion Arms and the People's Bank Building. It looks like the motorcycle units are just approaching our vantage point here at the corner of Fifth and Walnut Streets.
Frankie. Guiding the parade down Fifth Avenue are police and motor units from the city of McKeesport, North Versailles Township, and Allegheny County.
Our parade being led this year by the motorcycles from the McKeesport, North Versailles, and Allegheny County Police Departments. Behind them, we have the Honor Guard cadets from the Junior ROTC program. That's the Air Force Junior ROTC at McKeesport Area High School.
Keeping your community safe. Good morning.
Behind them, of course, the mounted unit from the Allegheny County Police Department. I'm Jay Thurber, joined here today by Dan Molesky, who is helping us produce this day's coverage. If you are watching this and you're in the area, you've got a couple minutes to boogie on down here. There is free hot chocolate across the street, courtesy of the Mon Valley Independent newspaper. We are TubeCityOnline.com.
Carrying the American flag are cadets from the McKeesport Area High School Air Force Junior ROTC. KROTC students all in leadership education, 100 curriculum topics including military uniforms, ethics, respect, study skills, health and nutrition, avoiding drug and violence, stress management, and citizenship. Students participating today are Cadet Captain Noah Cole, Cadet First Lieutenant Eric Hero, Cadet Senior Master Sergeant Donovan Kelly, and Cadet Technical Sergeant Giovanni.
Waiting for our public officials now. Mayor Mike Terepko and McKeesport City Council.
Unit with officers on horseback who patrol as needed throughout Allegheny County. Their duties include crowd control, community events, and patrol.
I'm going to tighten this parade up a little bit. I just heard somebody saying that is the truth. Looks like we have State Representative Austin Davis.
Marching in the parade, we have representatives of our local county and state government. From the city of McKeesport, we have Mayor Mike Terepko, City Administrator Tom McLicko, and City Council members Rich Delapena, Jamie Brewster Peloti, Jim Berry, Tim Brown.
Looks like we have State Representative Bill Quartz here with us this morning.
And Pete Souls. Representative of the county,
He's really giving it to City Electrician Tom Lasso's getting his fill of candy this morning. I see there, I see State Representative Davis. It's a good day if you like free candy. You've finished all your Halloween candy by now. I already started on next year's Easter candy. I don't know about you. Plenty of free candy down here along Fifth Avenue in downtown McKeesport. This is now one of the largest Christmas parades or Halloween parades. I don't know about Halloween parades. It's one of the largest Christmas parades in Allegheny County. I would think second only to the city of Pittsburgh, which of course celebrated Light Up Night last night. Incidentally, here come our city officials. There's City Administrator Tom McLeco and family. Incidentally, White Oak Borough will have their Festival of Lights this evening, Saturday evening. That starts at 2 o'clock at Rainbow Fire Hall on Route 48. At 2 o'clock, we're having a pancake and sausage lunch or dinner, depending on which how you want to look at it. I believe kids are admitted for free. Age 17 and older pays $2, and then they will be lighting the White Oak Borough Christmas tree at 6 o'clock tonight. That is at Rainbow Fire Hall in White Oak. Looks like we have the La Rosa Boys and Girls Club joining us now. Incidentally, the La Rosa Boys and Girls Club, which is part of the Boys and Girls Clubs of southwestern Pennsylvania, they now have an after-school program that is meeting at the former McKeesport Daily News building where our studios are for Tube City Online. It is teaching career-building skills for high school-age kids. It's a very innovative and interesting program, and my understanding is that they've had very good attendance and strong interest in that, so they've actually are expanding that program. These are the Ladies of Valor and Men of Valor. Kind of a chilly day, but unlike the last few years, thankfully, not much wind, other than from my mouth. And no rain or snow. We've had a couple of years where, the last few years, we've had some bad rain or snow here at the McKeesport's Salute to Santa Parade, but not this year. As I mentioned, we're broadcasting this year from the People's Bank Building at the corner of Fifth and Walnut. Thank you to Jonathan Stark and Bill Brown from the People's Bank Building, and thank you also to Legion Arms for their support of this year's broadcast of McKeesport's 55th Salute to Santa Parade. Additional support for Tube City Community Media and WMCK comes from the G.C. Murphy Company Foundation, the E.R. Crawford Estate Trust Fund, and donations from Finney Funeral Homes in Clareton, Dravosburg, Glassport, and West Elizabeth. Come to the McKeesport Police Department, including the K-9 unit. I believe Chief Adam Alfer and Assistant Chief Chip Olinsky are in the parade this morning. Yeah, this is a good day for free candy, I'll tell you. This broadcast not brought to you by the American Dental Association. I can tell you that much. There's Chief Alfred and his family. I think I just heard Chief Alfred say this is better than trick or treat. Yeah, it is. We are broadcasting. Assistant Chief Chip Olinsky and family now. Somebody wanted to know what we were doing. I have no idea what I'm doing. But what else is new? All right, we are in a different place than we usually are. We've had bad weather, as I mentioned, the last few years. No chance of that this morning. But it's a little bit harder for us to pick up the audio from the main booth where Mikey D is serving as Master of Ceremonies for this year's parade. This has been a busy little downtown area this last few weeks. They are also filming a Amazon Studios movie in downtown McKeesport, starring the star of The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel. I believe her name is Rachel Bresnahan. So they've had some streets blocked off these last few nights as they've filmed some scenes from that movie here on Fifth Avenue in downtown McKeesport. We are at the corner of Fifth and Walnut in the People's Bank Building. Looks like we have McKeesport Fire Chief Jeff Tomasovic. Jeff, I apologize. I probably mangled your name. There goes our Grand Marshal, State Senator Jim Brewster, escorted by Riverview Chevrolet. Sorry about that. I missed Senator Brewster as I was looking out the other side. We may be amateurs here, but we try to be professional about that.
Senator Brewster represents the 45th Senatorial District in parts of Allegheny and Westmoreland County. He serves as chairman of the Senate Law and Justice Committee and the Game and Fisheries Committee. He is vice chair of the Legislative Budget and Finance Committee. He also serves as a member of
These are our Princess and Queen of last year's parade, Tegan Lewis from Mary of Nazareth Catholic School. And for the McKeesport Area High School Band, I apologize, I'm going to mispronounce your name. Eusebius? I hope that's pronounced right. I'm sorry about that. Eusebius Sorba from McKeesport Area High School Band. Those are last year's Princess and Queen, along with this year's Princess and Queens, Danielle List from the McKeesport Area High School Cheerleaders, and Ashley Peppercorn from McKeesport Area High School Band. We have the drill team here from Duquesne West Mifflin Boys and Girls Club.
Thank you, Senator Brewster. He shared he was also my boss at the McKeesport International Village for a couple of years. Great to see you, Senator Brewster.
I can hear the band approaching. McKeesport Area High School and Sarah Catholic High School, the Eagle Band and Tiger Band combined here for this parade. I believe they did that last year as well. I'm sure we'll get some comments on YouTube about everything that I have gotten wrong today, but that's what they put erasers on pencils for, and I've used a lot of erasers over the years. You're watching live coverage of McKeesport's 55th Salute to Santa Parade. I'm Jay Thurber, along with Dan Molesky, who is helping us with the camera. Broadcasting from the corner of 5th and Walnut, inside the People's Bank Building, courtesy of People's Bank Building and Legion Arms. Puzzler's Restaurant now. Followed by Pause across Pittsburgh and McKeesport's Youthcast Leadership Network. And then the McKeesport Baseball Association just approaching the corner here. What a nice day for a parade. 11:30 right now on this Saturday morning.
Each year, the Duquesne West Mifflin Boys and Girls Club enters its Duchess drill team in the Salute to Santa Parade. This club, led by Ms. Pat Hewitt, is located on 3rd Street in the city of Duquesne. The club is an after-school safe haven.
Incidentally, Tube City Online and WMCK Radio being represented this year by Chris Stillwell, who hosts the Outside of Nashville program on WMCK Internet Radio. New episode every Thursday night at 9 with a repeat on Fridays at noon and on Sunday evenings at 6. You can get the full schedule online, WMCK.FM. That's our internet station, which broadcasts from the former McKeesport Daily News building, now known as the Tube City Center for Business and Innovation. And, of course, we are also the publishers of the Tube City Almanac. Youthcast now. Followed by the McKeesport Baseball Association.
Located on Walnut Street, McKeesport's Park neighborhood, was named in honor of those living with autism, with the puzzle piece being an international symbol for the autism spectrum. Puzzlers is a family-oriented business that offers more opportunities to teens and young adults with autism and other special needs. And I love their fish sandwich. Puzzlers is a great place. Claus across Pittsburgh is a foster-based nonprofit animal rescue located in the Pittsburgh area with volunteers all over the Mon Valley. The organization's mission is to rescue, rehabilitate, and rehome homeless, abused, or unwanted dogs and cats. Claus Across Pittsburgh is run solely by volunteers with the goal of providing vet care, socialization skills, and nutritional needs while living in a loving foster home. The rescue's goal is to assure a loving forever home for each one of its animals. Youthcast Leadership Network is a youth-driven full-service leadership network focused on positive social and emotional learning experiences for youth in 6th through 12th grades. Service projects have included McKeesport Voices, Reclaim McKeesport, Buff Up and Play, Freedom Faces, and McKeesport Media Outreach. The McKeesport Baseball Association, run by longtime volunteer Joe Delano, has been a part of our community for more than 50 years. The organization offers team-play to children ages 4 through 16 across the slingshot, cannonball, minor, polo, pony, and
See the CSX Railroad joining us today. The McKeesport Area High School Tiger Band and the Sarah Catholic High School Eagle Band here with us this morning. It's so good that we have the nice weather this year because these kids practice so hard for this. This is a real chance for them to show off their talents and their hard work for the community. So to have a nice crowd out here today and to have nice weather out here today, we are very fortunate. The McKeesport Area High School Band, followed by the McKeesport Area Cheerleaders, and we also have students from the Ames program at Twin Rivers Elementary School. I like their lab coats. The classic cars. This is part 2 of the parade. They've got it divided into 3 parts. I believe this is the Pittsburgh area or Steel City area Model A Club, I think. I just heard Mikey D say, once a tiger, always a tiger. Tiger. That's how we say that. He's down at the Arsenal Lanes in Lawrenceville on Thursday night DJing. And I asked a lady where she was from, and she said Turtle Creek. Good looking little Model A there. Again, just went out of view. There we go. Let's see if we can pick that up there. There we go. Wonder if those cars have heaters this morning. They don't look like they have snow tires. With a little Steeler mobile coming up here too. It's like a Model A pickup truck.
By the way, many thanks to the person that brought me the Reese's peanut butter cups. You guys give you shelter. Thank you. The McKeesport area is home to a number of classic and antique cars that are among our favorite entries in the Salute to Santa parade. Many of today's vehicles are sponsored by DJs Hetherington and friends.
A lot of the kids out here are getting a kick from the antique cars. I'm getting a kick out of the antique cars. What am I talking about? Carnegie Library McKeesport coming up now with the float representing the Very Hungry Caterpillar, also the YO Team program. Behind them, the McKeesport Little Tigers cheerleaders. And Penn State Greater Allegheny Chancellor Jacqueline Edmondson and the Penn State Nittany Lion will be joining us here in just a moment or two. This is coverage of McKeesport's 55th annual Salute to Santa Parade, being brought to you in part this year with support from the People's Bank Building and Legion Arms. I'm Jay Thurber along with Dan Molesky, who is helping us with the cameras this morning. And Jonathan and Stephen, who are helping us with the candy this morning. And you're watching TubeCityOnline.com, which of course also runs the internet radio station WMCK.FM McKeesport. Let's see if we can zoom in on that Very Hungry Caterpillar float from Carnegie Library of McKeesport. Give you a little bit of a better look at that. Looks like we have representatives, and I did not catch the banner. I'm sorry for that. Representatives of one of our local Masonic organizations. And here, yeah, they're not on my parade list here, unfortunately. I apologize for that. I have a lineup, but does not include whoever that is. But Polaris Lodge, did I see that? Polaris Lodge 375 is what I believe I heard Mikey D say. Free and accepted Masons Polaris Lodge 375 from McKeesport. Okay. Sorry about that. Here comes our representatives of Penn State Greater Allegheny. The Penn State Nittany Lion, and I believe Chancellor Edmondson is there. She's a little bit bundled up. The Kirsty Park United Methodist Church does their Celebrity Kids Kitchen. They've had Rick Seaback and a host of other Pittsburgh television and radio personalities. And they have a fun time up there, Christie Park United Methodist Church with the Kids Kitchen. That's a pretty fun float, too. Let's see if I can get that other view over there of the float representing Kids Kitchen. Girl Scouts from South Allegheny now, Service Unit 5807. Again, my lineup is not, my lineup says Girl Scout Troop 58112 of White Oak, so perhaps they are combined, I'm not sure. Like I said, we may be amateurs at this, but we certainly try to be professional about it. Looks like the McKeesport Recreation Board is joining us next, along with McKeesport Little Theater Juniors. Partly cloudy skies right now in downtown McKeesport, 34 degrees, looking for showers likely. Originally they were saying showers this morning, which is why we are undercover in the building here. But now they're saying showers mainly after 4 o'clock with a high this afternoon of 46. Rain changing to rain mixed with snow overnight, low 35. And then rain mixed with snow on Sunday morning with a high near 44 degrees, 34 right now in downtown McKeesport as we bring you coverage of the 55th annual Salute to Santa Parade, with support from Legion Arms and the People's Bank Building. Of course, the grand finale of this year's parade will be a certain jolly fat man from up north. I was trying to think of a joke there, but I'm just gonna let it go. See. Okay. McKeesport Little Theater Juniors, and I believe some members of the Recreation Board are up there as well. Singing Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Marianne and Company Dance Studio. I believe they are over in the Lincoln Place section of Pittsburgh, performing for us today. CSX Railroad has been very active this morning. They are not an official participant in the parade, but they certainly are making their presence known behind me. Here's the Smiley Cookie now from Eaton Park. Eaton Park restaurants have been a part of McKeesport, I think, since almost the very beginning. One of the very first Eaton Park restaurants was here in the city of McKeesport. They recently did an expansion and renovation of the restaurant on Lyle Boulevard. Some of us who are a little older probably remember when they had one on Walnut Street at the corner of Walnut and Eden Park Boulevard. Not Eaton Park Boulevard, but Eden Park Boulevard. That location is now Aldi Supermarket. Pure Pen is here now. Pure Pen, of course, one of the state's manufacturers of medicinal cannabis and marijuana products. they are recently expanding. They are located down at the RIDC Industrial Park on the old U.S. Steel site. And Pure Pen expanding to meet the demand for their products. A lot of people looking for an alternative to opioids and opiates for pain management. So good to see Pure Pen here as well. Mary of Nazareth Catholic School, located in White Oak. Looks like they're being supported by Kusich Construction this year. There's a, I've heard of live Christmas trees before, but that's ridiculous, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see if we can bring that in. Again, some people may remember when, I believe it was Gimbel's had a talking Christmas tree that you could ask questions to. We're going to get a view of this in just a second here on the Mary of Nazareth float along with Kusich Construction. Let's go back over there. You can see the Pure Pen and Moxie. I believe there's a little bit of a performance going on over at the reviewing stand. Mikey D is our master of ceremonies this year for the parade, doing the same duty that he often performs for International Village in the summertime. It's a busy time of year for, and Mikey has a new album out, I think, of Christmas music. And we're going to get a view of the dancing Christmas tree. Kind of stopped here. We'll show you Woody, and I believe Nuttall Public Safety has their canine dog out there. So we'll show you that instead while we wait for the dancing Christmas tree to come into view. There we go. Like I said, I've heard of live Christmas trees, but that's just ridiculous. Nuttall Public Safety Equipment, one of the newer businesses in the McKeesport area, are here with Sheriff Woody from Toy Story and with their mascot. Immediately following our broadcast of the parade, please feel free to tune in to our internet radio station, WMCK.FM. We'll be spinning the hits that give you fits in the burger pits over there all day long. Once we clean up here, I will be going across the street. We'll be doing our little oldies show until 3 o'clock. Doug Goffis, direct from his studio in beautiful downtown White Oak, will be doing Goffis Golden Oldies from 3 until 5. Hello. At 5 o'clock, it's Bill's favorite music with Bill Alexander. At 6 o'clock. Hi. At 6 o'clock, little visitor. At 6 o'clock, the Tragical History Tour with Lisa B. And at 7 o'clock, it's Big Al and Big Al's Diner. It's all coming up on our internet station, WMCK.FM. People say, well, how do you get to that internet station? Well, you type in WMCK and then a dot and then an FM.
Next up, Mary of Nazareth Catholic School is spreading the holiday cheer and caring
Looks like we have the Mon Valley Independent here. They're providing hot chocolate here at the corner of Fifth and Walnut this morning. I see reporter Jeff Stitt. Well, he gets to do everything, doesn't he? He gets to march in the parade, gets to throw candy. That's how it works here. And that looks like one of the owners of the Mon Valley Independent here this morning. It's just out of view, unfortunately. Oh, there we go. Did we miss him? No, we missed him. Sorry about that. It's very challenging with just one camera person and just one person. They're reading the newspaper too. It looks like another one of the owners, Naz Victoria, there on the float. The Mon Valley Independent, based in Monessen with a bureau now in the former Daily News building. Stepped up as Tube City Online did to fill the void left when the Daily News closed at the end of 2015. Pennsylvania American Water Company, which operates the McKeesport's sewage treatment plant and also provides water service to many of the suburbs of McKeesport. Oh, looks like Chris Stillwell and Denise Ritter and Chris's children, Owen and Charlotte, are coming up here in the parade. Chris is the host of Outside of Nashville, heard Thursday nights on our radio station, WMCK.FM. You can hear a repeat on Friday afternoons at noon, and then on Sundays at 6 p.m. You can also find Outside of Nashville on Facebook. Every week, Chris brings you the best of country and alternative music that's being recorded outside of the mainstream music industry that is outside of Nashville. It's part of our commitment to local programming that you cannot find anywhere else on the radio. At our internet station, our studios located in the former Daily News building, overlooking the train tracks, as you can plainly hear sometimes when we're on the microphone, but that just makes it more fun as far as I'm concerned. 37 degrees right now, looks like. Looking for a high of 46 degrees later on today. Rain showers possible this afternoon, mainly after 4 o'clock. A rain mixed with snow overnight, low of 35, and then rain mixed with snow on Sunday with a high near 44. 11:52 right now on WMCK and TubeCityOnline.com. Difficult to keep the traffic moving here, so that's why you kind of see the parade stopping as they're trying to let the traffic through. You have 2 state highways coming together here. All right, let's see if we can get everybody. Hi, folks. Hello.
In addition, the authority administers a Section 8 voucher program which assists 400 families and individuals who live in a privately owned rental home.
Chris Stillwell, his children Owen and Charlotte, and Denise Ritter there, representing Tube City Online and our radio station WMCK.
Chris Stillwell is here with his children Owen and Charlotte.
McKeesport Regional History and Heritage Center is your Mon Valley Museum. Located in Renzi Park, they will be participating, of course, in the Festival of Trees coming up December 5th through the 8th. You can find out more information at McKeesportHeritage.org. McKeesport Regional History and Heritage Center is more than just McKeesport. It's also White Oak and all of the other communities in the Mon Valley area.
24 hours a day from the Tube City Center of Business and Innovation, and it's a service of TubeCityOnline.com. You can check out the entire schedule at the website, WMCK.com.
McKeesport Trail Commission now. McKeesport blessed to be a trail town and a junction of several different trails, including the Great Allegheny Passage. Is that the McKeesport Lions Club behind me?
And 5 additional rooms display varying aspects of McKeesport at the Mon Valley History. The McKeesport Regional History and Heritage Center is your Mon Valley Museum.
And McKeesport's Black Berets drill team on foot behind the McKeesport Lions Club. So much for joining us this morning for this live broadcast of McKeesport's 55th Annual Salute to Santa Parade from WMCK and TubeCityOnline.com. Stepping proudly, the McKeesport Black Berets drill team. Incidentally, the Lions Club, one of the things that they do, one of their big support focus areas is support for people who are vision impaired or sight impaired. And they're encouraging everyone, there is an app that you can download to be someone else's eyes. Where if somebody who is sight impaired and needs help reading a label, you put this app on your phone. It's kind of like Uber or Lyft. It's sort of an on-demand service. It's very interesting. Annette James from the McKeesport Lions Club was telling me about this recently. But definitely check out all of the programs that the Lions Club have to offer for people with limited sight. They collected an enormous number of eyeglasses. They refit eyeglasses, used eyeglasses for people, mostly in other countries. They are also, the McKeesport Lions Club has started collecting hats and caps for people who work outside in other countries. They were finding a lot of people were suffering vision damage from working outside in bright sunlight. So the McKeesport Lions Club, in addition to collecting eyeglasses now, gently used eyeglasses, is now collecting hats and caps as well. They have collection baskets throughout the city, including at City Hall, and they also collect them, of course, at the annual summer concert series, which is organized in part by the Lions Club. Incidentally, following the parade today, there will be a lunch for kids and their parents down at the McKeesport Palisades that is free through the generosity of a variety of sponsors. And of course, you'll be able to visit with Santa Claus or one of his helpers down there at the McKeesport Palisades immediately following the parade. Zoom in on that sign and show you a little bit about what some of the programs that the Lions Club has to offer. Oh, that's the White Oak Rotary Club. The White Oak Rotary Club is with us. See some of the different programs that they help to support, including community food banks. McKeesport's Salute to Santa Parade. They help with the kettlebell collections for the Salvation Army. White Oak Animal Safe Haven and Gore Gardens here in White Oak Park. And La Rosa Boys and Girls Club. Now we get to the noisy part of the parade. Here's Legion Arms. They are helping support this year's broadcast. We are pleased to be able to be in their building, or actually the People's Bank building, which is owned by Jonathan Stark of Legion Arms. They are located on Market Street. The emergency responders now will be helping close out this year's parade. I don't know what it says to have the garbage truck there at the head of the line of emergency responders. I don't know. I don't think there's anything meant by that. Big Sanitation is a family-owned business, and they are located in Ross River Township. I believe they are hiring, is what I heard. So they need drivers and they need packers. Kids love trucks, so this is always, if you're for the kids here today, besides Santa Claus, I think the trucks are probably one of the things they like best. It's 12:02 right now, and you're watching live coverage of McKeesport's 55th annual Salute to Santa Parade from downtown McKeesport. Jay Thurber with you, along with Dan Molesky, who's helping us on run the cameras at McKeesport's 55th annual Salute to Santa Parade. Parade got underway a couple of minutes late. We were hoping to wrap up here at 12 o'clock, but got underway just about 5 minutes late or so. Not too terrible, but such a nice day for a parade. Now our emergency responder vehicles, represented by McKeesport Ambulance Rescue Service. I believe I saw UPMC Emergency Medicine here somewhere too. We saw the McKeesport Police and Fire Departments earlier, but this will be a lot of the neighboring municipalities that are in the Montauk Fire Defense Council. All right. We'll see if my parade lineup has been a little bit inaccurate today, so we'll hopefully we'll get you the correct lineup here for our first responders. We saw McKeesport Ambulance Rescue Service just past us. I believe we have police officers coming up now from Clairton, Liberty Borough, North Versailles, Portview, and Versailles Borough. Let's see if that's correct. No, this looks like Portview here. City of Clairton police vehicle and Liberty Borough police there. Looks like a Liberty Borough Volunteer Fire Department as well.
Don't forget, this is the 50th annual Salute the Santa Parade here at downtown McKeesport. Enjoying a wonderful day. Don't forget about lunch with Santa.
Excuse me, I shouldn't have eaten all that cheap Mexican food for lunch. White Oak Volunteer Fire Department coming up here behind Liberty Borough. It's like a ladder truck from White Oak No. 1 Volunteer Fire Department. I pity these poor people who are trying to cross here on Walnut Street in downtown McKeesport. They're going to have to wait a little while. This is not a day to try to get anywhere in a hurry. Oh, City of Duquesne Fire Department, Company 133. I don't know. Do I need to narrate any of this? It's fire trucks. What else do you need to know? Here's the Glassport Volunteer Fire Department. Citizens Hose Company, number 161. Looks like United Volunteer Fire and Rescue serving Wall and East McKeesport is behind them. A great turnout here, both by parade units and by a nice crowd here today. Thank you to everyone who has helped out today. Oh, I may have been incorrect. That may be the Versailles Fire Department. I'm sorry about that. Was the Versailles Volunteer Fire Department, Monroeville Fire Department behind them. Monroeville, company number 1. It's like one of the Elizabeth Township companies. I think it's Blaine Hill. Yeah, that looks like Blaine Hill Volunteer Fire Department coming up now. What a great job these volunteers do. It's a lot of work, a lot of training going into being a volunteer firefighter these days. A lot of the volunteer fire departments are looking for help, by the way, and they need help not just going to fires and responding to accident scenes and incidents. They need help behind the scenes, too. So if you have the time and the inclination, consider volunteering for your local volunteer fire department. Now here comes United Volunteer Fire and Rescue, which serves East McKeesport and Wall. I believe we have the star of this year's parade, and it was not Grand Marshal or Parade Marshal State Senator Chip Brewster. The star is our visitor from the North Pole, and I think he's coming up right now on the Tube City truck. Here's a fire department North Versailles right ahead of them. Oh, and here he comes. And once again, he will be down at the Palisades meeting with kids. Immediately following the parade, they will have a free lunch. They will have games and some gifts for kids down at the McKeesport Palisades. So there he is on ladder truck 190 from the McKeesport Fire Department. Jolly old St. Nicholas wrapping up this year's Salute to Santa Parade in downtown McKeesport. The 55th annual Salute to Santa Parade in downtown McKeesport, one of the largest in western Pennsylvania. Did we miss Santa? I hope we didn't miss Santa. I have a delay on the... I don't get to see the pictures as they're happening. All right, there we go. We got to get Santa in there.
Santa Claus. He sees you when you're sleeping and he knows when you're awake.
He sees you when you're sleeping. He knows when you're awake. He's kind of a creep, isn't he? What's he doing? Oh, you're looking at the wrong thing there. All right. Well, that's about wraps up this year's Salute to Santa Parade. Thank you so much for tuning in. Hopefully it wasn't too bumpy along the way. But don't forget to tune in our internet radio station, WMCK.FM. Thank you to Dan Molesky for helping us run the cameras this morning. Thank you to Jonathan and Stephen for helping drink the hot chocolate. And Denise Ritter for driving our representative in the parade. Chris Stillwell, host of Outside of Nashville, heard on WMCK on Thursdays, Fridays, and Sundays. Thank you so much. We will see you soon. Have a very safe and happy Thanksgiving and a Merry Christmas from everyone here at Tube City Community Media.